yeah, it's been a minute since I've checked in. Um, but I was meant to check in, I think, on the full moon. But the energy's just been wild, and I ain't really been filled to. I'm trying to be mindful of my energy, so I haven't been mindful of being on social media at the moment because my energy is just all over the place, and then the energy of the planet is just all over the place. So yeah, I'm just trying to be mindful. But here we are today. I think we've got a new moon in Taurus, I think. Um, and funny enough, in the UK, we had a protest today as well. So the energy over here has just been wild. And it's funny how everything in the matrix kind of unfolds on a full moon or a new moon. Um, I've been seeing the patterns for a while now, and it's like, oh, because I just felt the energy was off today. And then next minute, my mum was like, "Oh yeah, there's a protest going on." So I was like, "Oh, that's why the energy is all over the place." And then it's the new moon as well. So yeah, there's just a lot going on. But yeah, it's been a while since I checked in with you guys. Hope everyone's doing okay and taking care of themselves because this energy is just mad, fam. So yeah, I'm just gonna pull some cards as well today, just to see kind of what guidance can be given. Because yeah, everything is just all over the place right now. So let me just set the mood. Set the mood. Yeah, I'll just pull some cards. We could just vibe and chat to see what's popping anyway. But I hope everyone's taking good care of themselves because the energy is ramping up. I can tell you that. Send you guys some blessings as well. Peace, love, light, oneness, unity, abundance, health, peace, joy, acceptance, bliss, all that good stuff. Yeah, funny enough, I think I'm gonna cleanse my house today as well. Why not? It's been a while. So yeah, I've got a few cards to pull, and then yeah, we just go with the flow and just yeah, we just go with the flow and just take it as it comes, really. Yeah. Oh yeah, and that's another reason why I haven't been on as well. I've been studying as well, so yeah, the energy is just mad, and I can definitely feel the fire horse energy, man. Everything right now just feels like it's go go go, full speed ahead. Hey, how you doing? So yeah, I'll just pull some cards um, to see what's currently going on collective wise because yeah, this energy is a bit mad. I'm not sure what's going on with the human resonance at the moment, but yeah, I know it's a new moon, and yeah, so we're beginning a new cycle, I guess. So also some cycles are going to be ending as well. All right, so yeah, let's just get to it. I'll pull some cards and we can just vibe and chat or whatever. We just go with the flow. So the first card that come out was success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So basically, you need to try. Not you. I need to stop using that word. Um, you want to try. You want or you would like. I can't remember. But anyway, so you want to try see um, everything through kind of loving eyes, right? Like I'll use people as an example, right? You want to, hey, how you doing? Um, for me, I'll tell you about my personal experience. What I'm trying to do now currently is um, see that everyone's got their own experience, right? So if a situation is bad or good, right? We use it bad as an example because it's easier to understand. So the way someone acts or whatever is coming through their experience, right? But when you're starting to see um, that be kind of see things with unconditional love, you start seeing not the person's mistakes, you start seeing their way of being is from their experience, if that makes sense. Um, so yeah, you want to try to see that everyone's got baggage, right? So yeah, you want to try and not be judgmental. You want to try to um, be non-judgmental because we're all in this together, and everyone's going through stuff, right? Just at different levels and different experiences, right? Like the reality, everyone's gonna see reality different. because everyone's experience is different. Like, if that makes sense. Um, hey, so yeah, you want to try to see things through loving eyes, man, because my name's Red. All right, moving on anyway. So the next card, like I was saying about judgment, the next card is judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Literally what I just said. Um, so it's like, yeah, you want to not try to be judgmental of other people's experience, right? Because you're not in their shoes, if that makes sense. Sometimes it can be a bit hard to be judgmental, cultural issues or background and experience, right? But yeah, everyone, as I keep saying, I ain't shit, right? So I can't judge, if that makes sense. And you don't want to be judged, like, what are you judging, if that makes sense? And really and truly, we shouldn't judge anyone because we don't know what someone's been through or what someone is going through, right? So say for instance your boss at work is take it like is ordering you about, should we say, he might be having problems going on at home, so he's bringing his stuff from home into work, if that makes sense. But it's hard if you're kind of being attacked. Um, but yeah, you want to try and not be judgmental, man, because everyone's been through shit and everyone's going through shit just on different levels, man. The next card is abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire into the physical realm. So, the universe is abundant, right? What we want to start doing is you want to start um, not identifying with the lack mentality, right? Like there's not enough to go around, there's not enough, the greed mentality and the I, like the narcissist thing, like the I, all me, because there's enough to go around. But there's a small majority that want to hold there's a small majority that want to hold on to, how should you say it? Hold on to a lot of things and not share the rest, yeah? And the majority are fighting over what's left, right? But the universe is abundant. If you're in alignment and what's the word? If you're coming from a lack mentality, like, oh, there's not enough, that's going to manifest into the real world. If you say I am abundant, or um, for me, it's more coming off neutral, like I am grateful. Yeah, if you start saying I am grateful, that just multiplies. And like, there's only so much you actually. The universe will provide you what you need, not what you want, should I say? And then that's when the greed kicks in. Oh, there's not enough. I've got to have more. I've got to have more. But there's limits. Like, how much more do you actually need? Should we say? Um, but yeah, you want to start speaking abundance into your life because the universe is abundant. If it's for your highest good, it will manifest. Um, and if not, you can work really hard for it to manifest it. But things should manifest for you with ease. Yeah, you shouldn't be going against the grain. Let's see what else is popping. The next card is fear. I realize that I am testing my resolute resolve to live in the energy of love. So once again, there's only really two forces, yeah, coming from an ego perspective. There's like, or real emotions, you say. There's love and fear, and they're both kind of they're somewhat into. It's basically light without the dark, right? You can't have happiness without sadness, and you can't have good without bad. You can't have up without down, right? But when you're in a state of fear, you're more in the ego, and not trusting, and you can say low vibration. You can say low vibration, why not? Um, but if you're in a state of fear, that also kind of indicates that you need to ground and work on your root chakra because the fear center is your root chakra, and that's like survival. And I think when you're not ground, you feel it in the cities more because we haven't got much nature, right? So we're kind of disconnected. Well, the system wants you disconnected, right? But so it might be very important for some of you to go out and ground during this time because, like, as the ascension continues, the energy is going to be going up and up, and if you're not grounding, you may be struggling, yeah. And things are going to be coming up, man, to be healed and acknowledged and released, right? Um, so we are in challenging times. We are in challenging times, but it's not. It's about not one getting too attached to what your experience is, and two to kind of let things flow through you unrestricted, if that makes sense. So if you got heavy emotions coming up, it's best to try to, what's the word, let them pass through you, right? But the ego likes to fight and this and that, right? But you want to let whatever's coming up for you just pass through. You don't want to restrict it, because emotions are energy in motion, right? And they will pass. This too shall pass, as they say. So if you're feeling stuff is coming up for you that's very heavy and triggering at the moment, you need to kind of just let it, give it space to pass through you. That's what I've been practicing as well. I've been practicing, is it sadhana? I think it's sadhana. It's that it's been a morning practice, and I've almost been doing it for like 2 months at the moment, which is really good. I'm quite disciplined at it, and I notice when I do it, my day tends to go a lot smoother, if that makes sense. So sadhana, yeah, sadhana, is it sadhana? I don't know. It's an Indian practice anyway. So it's like some chanting, and some pranayama, some breath work, and then a meditation like stillness, right? And it's like when things have been coming up for me, in counseling and in day-to-day life, it's like stuff is happening around me, and it's not that it's more I'm coming off of from a place of responding and not reacting. As in before, I would be more responsive, if that makes sense. So it's like, okay, so something's shifting. There's definitely a shift going on, and it might be to do with the yoga as well, because yoga's really good. I recommend this book, The Body Keeps the Score, right? And it's basically talking about how trauma gets stored in the body, and it starts going into ways to kind of connect into the body, because for people on the, I wouldn't say on the spiritual path. Yeah, all right. For people on the spiritual path, neurodivergent, or whatever, we tend to, our higher chakras tend to already be online, and the earthly chakras, the lower three, tend to be more closed off, and we need to do a lot more work on them. So for spiritual people, awakened people, we tend to live more in the higher chakras and the higher realms, should we say. But our mission is to kind of ground that higher energies in, and we need to be doing the work on the lower three chakras, because that's our earthly chakras, to manifest and bring the higher energies in. What is going on? Sorry, I'm going on off on a bit of a rant at the moment. But yeah, some of you may want to start a daily like practice, so it's meditating, yoga, anything to get into the physical body, is really good. Is really good. But you don't have to do yoga, but stretching as well, and also kind of shaking. Shaking is really good. I was reading up, because you see animals in the nature when something happens to them, usually they will shake, and it kind of shakes it off. I don't know what the word is, but yeah, if an animal's in like, that's it. It's to do with the adrenaline and stuff. Like when they shake off, they shaking off the adrenaline and the inner chemistry that's going on from being in a heightened state. Yeah, right. Okay, it's coming through me now. Heightened state. But for humans, we store trauma and energy in the body, right? And then if energy is stored for a long time, that's when you start getting like problems, if that makes sense. I think is it anger? Is it anger? Anyway, there's one of them, and it basically stored blocked energy turns into like cancer and stuff. So you want to try and get energy moving and not be like. This is why it's good to not harbor shit and talk about shit and let shit go instead of holding on to it. Because the more you hold on to stuff, it starts eating away at the body. Okay, I don't know, I'm just rambling, but take what resonates and leave the rest, right? And then the next card is imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. So you may be wanting to get creative, or right now is the time to get creative. Um, yeah, for some reason, where was it? I think yeah, last week, literally, I was letting my creative side flow, and literally, I haven't recorded it yet, but I wrote a whole track down um, last week because I don't know, the energy was just the universe was just working through me. So it's like yeah, I wrote a whole track and I'm gonna end up recording it because I ain't done music in. I think I didn't do no music last year. Um, was it 2 years? I don't know. It's 1 or 2 years, but I haven't made music. And then it's like okay, so it's like within a week I've done a whole track. So it's like okay, cool. So any way you can get creative, self-expression. When you're creative, you're letting the energy, you're letting the universe flow through you, right? And your creative energy is your like your life force energy, and it comes from your sacral chakra, the second chakra, right? And that's what you use to manifest is the creative energy. But it's interesting because a lot of, not a lot, but there's a lot of how should I say it? Some chakras need more healing than others. So there's, I'm not saying a lot, but there's a good majority of our chakras, the second chakra that has been attacked the most, should we say, to stop your creativity, right? And your sexuality and your life force energy, right? Um, like, yeah. Should I go into it? Right, let me go into it. So you're like watching corn and stuff, right? Blocks your um, sexual energy, right? So you're not using it in a creative way. You're kind of just releasing it, right? So that's also a good thing for guys and girls can do it. But semen retention is really good because you're storing up your sexual energy and then you can channel it in different directions, right? Um, guys and girls can do it, but yeah, the more deeper on the journey I go, the more I'm realizing how potent your actual sexual energy is, right? Because you use it to create life, right? And it's like if you can create life with your sexual energy, you can create universes and stuff with it, like serious things, serious things. Um, but it's learning to channel it in creative and productive ways. That's all good. Expressing your sexuality and stuff, having sex and stuff, like, but when you're channeling it in the correct way, you can create so much. That's where people start getting into tantra and stuff because it's like the one of the like from sex you can get to very high levels of like vibration and spiritual stuff, right? Like because you're using the life force energy and you can create with it. And it's like it's literally the yin and yang. You're not saying you have a positive and negative, but you have like the masculine and feminine energies coming together and then creating the cycle. If that makes sense, yeah, I can literally see it now. Wild. And everything in the universe has a positive and negative, masculine and feminine, man, woman, sun, moon, kind of thing, right? But yeah, use your imagination and you can literally create um, whatever you wherever you put your focus, where energy goes, sorry, where attention goes, energy flows, right? So wherever your attention is going, that is what's going to manifest, right? But yeah, definitely some of you should let out your creative side. Don't be restricted. Like people think you have to be artistic or to express, right? Dude, like babies don't know that they're artists. If you put a pen in a baby's hand, the baby's just going to put pen to paper, and that's what maybe you use that. Maybe is that one? Oh, I don't know. Maybe user being used guys need to do that release somehow, but or let out your creative side. It doesn't have to be a painting or whatever. It could just be writing out what's going on for you. If that makes sense. All right, moving on. The next card is purpose. I know what I am here to do, and that's basically saying that you're here for the human experience, man. Um, on the deep, some people don't know. It's like, okay, yeah, we've come to experience, and you want to as long as you're not harming anybody, right? You need to go and experience. Life is all about experiencing, whether it's good, bad, happy, sad. It's all an experience. It's our attachment that makes the experience good or bad. Yeah. Um, but like the more I see this post, what's this? Oh, my phone's over there. It was basically saying like um, that. Oh yeah, when it's my time to go or something like that, I want to pull up in the car skidding or something, saying, "Raw, that was like a hell of a ride." Like having lot of experiences, basically. Not not play. Yeah, yeah, that's the word. Not playing it safe. Yeah, it's all good being safe and keeping yourself protected, right? But some people keep the like what's the word? Want to play it so safe that they're losing out so much life experience. You know, like. But if you don't know what you're here to do, try to be more present and go more inward because we're all on a journey and everyone's journey is different. But the more, I wouldn't say aligned, wherever you are is exactly where you're meant to be. There's nowhere else that you're meant to be. The only place that you're meant to be is the here and now. That's why they call it the present because it's a gift, right? If you don't know what your purpose and you're feeling kind of lost at the moment, um, try not to get too attached to it because when the time is right, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So wherever you're at is where you're meant to be currently. So if you're thinking, oh, I don't know what to do with my life and blah blah blah, it's okay. We're not meant to know all the answers. I was literally doing this the other week. Oh, what's my life purpose? I don't know what to do. And it's like you're not meant to know because if you knew, then the story would be shit. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. So we're just here to experience, like, and not try to get too attached to it. I'm gonna pull one more card from this deck. The last card is denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with insight and awareness. So try not to be denying stuff. If things are coming up, yeah, acknowledge them. Don't make excuses. Like, oh yeah, this and that. It things will present them. Things will present themselves exactly how they are, and it's the ego that creates stories behind that to then reinforce the lie or the and being in denial, right? Where we need to accept things as they are instead of trying to either force things to happen or yeah, try to force things to happen. Things will just meant to yeah, things will present them. Things will present themselves exactly as they are. So we can't be making excuses, or we shouldn't be making excuses. Sorry. Okay, let's see what else is popping. We saying, let's see what Archangel Michael's saying. See what, see what Big Mike's saying. Yeah, but it's getting. It's funny because like in 2020 I was out protesting, um, and they're out protesting again today, and it's like, dude, we're like 6 years deep. Well, 6 years deeper. And it's like it's just the system just is repeating itself, and it's just like it's boring, it's lame. There's a new this out, and there's poverty this, and it's like, dude, it is so long and tiring, fam. Like we're in 2026, and it's like the same. Nothing's shift. Well, things are shifting, on an energy level very rapidly, but it's like on a physical level, it is so slow and drawn out, man. I swear down. And then the split is getting even more noticeable, like just not resonate with people and places and things. And it's like, yeah, people, like it's interesting because you know what's very fun, yeah. What I need to start doing more is just people watching. Humans are very interesting because I was down in Camden and I got some food and I was just sitting in the street just eating and just watching humans just go by and it's like wow, it's fucking interesting, man. People taking selfies and just do it. I don't know, just yeah, just roaming. You know, I found it interesting. Yeah, I found it very interesting, man. Humans, yeah, this human experience is yeah, it's interesting. I can tell you that it's interesting. All right, let's see what else is popping. But yeah, the split between dimensions and lower vibration to higher dimensions is getting more noticeable, man. Like sometimes you may be having conversations with people and they at this time they're probably not even gonna understand what you're saying because they're just the vibrations are just different. We're not matching no more, if that makes sense. And what I've started to notice as well, more and more things are gonna just start falling out. Well, things are started falling out of my life that's not in alignment with me no more. And it's like, okay, cool. Like, I'm not trying to get too attached to it. Just let it flow and go or whatever. And it's like, oh, wow, it's really happening, man. Things that's just not on the vibration is just gonna be falling away. But it would be very nice for that to fall away and then to see the new coming in. But it's just like stuff is falling away. But it's like, yeah, where's the new mate? Yeah, where's the new? But it's coming. But be patient is the key, as they say. We're getting there, Kay. We're getting there slowly, slowly. Right. Anyway, moving on. The next card is keep your eyes on your targeted intention. So wherever you put your attention will manifest, whether it's good or bad, right? So you want to be trying to keep your eyes on the goal, whether because there will always be challenges on any journey, any goal that you're on or set. There will always be challenges. If there's no challenges on that road that you're on, then the road probably don't lead anywhere or it's a dead end or something because there's always challenges. There's challenges on every level. It's really like a simulation. I swear to God, like the other day I saw a guy pushing himself in a wheelchair, yeah, with crutches, and he was going fast. He was hitting speed, and then next minute I hopped off the bus because I wanted to film him because I was like, bro, he's like going faster than the bus here, yeah. So I hopped off the bus to film him, and then next minute my guy's coming down in the road, yeah, on the phone, like, yeah, I'm coming now. I was like, blood, this is just mad. The short is on on the channel, but it's hilarious that the guy's just going down. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, keep your eyes on the target, man. Yeah, keep your eyes on the prize. Like things will come up, and just see the challenges as opportunities to learn. Yeah. Um, and one thing that's coming up as well. Stop saying I'm healing. I'm healing. Say you are healed and whole, because healing is like if you keep saying to yourself I'm healing, I'm healing. That's what you're going to keep doing. If you're saying I'm healed, you're healed, right? Now, when you speak, you create. So if you're speaking negatively to your body is going to respond like that. And it's like, right, you know what, yeah? The more self-care and the way I talk to myself, yeah, it's starting to show. Because when was it? Today someone said it. It's like, yeah, like, I've known him for ages. And he's like, wow, he's like, you're looking mad young. And I was like, thanks. Because I'm taking better care of myself now. Yeah, and I'm talking more positively to myself. So yeah, it's starting to show. Like my aura's big anyway, but like the physical, like yeah, there was times where the physical um, body was getting kind of neglected in that. When you're a teenager and young adults, like yeah, smoking, drinking, and just neglecting the body. And it's like yeah, now that I'm older, it's like man, I need to take care of the physical vessel because like this is the car that we're in for this lifetime, so we need to take care of it better. Yeah. And a few people said it to me. It's like yeah, you're looking young. Like you ain't changed much, you know, apart from the grace and that. But it's like yeah, that's the wisdom and that in it coming true. But it's like yeah, yeah. But it's also being a kid at heart. I'm a big kid at heart, so it's like yeah, I don't know. The two's kind of adding up. Like the external's looking young and the internal's young as well. So it's like yeah, we're aging gracefully and all that. not aging like milk. The next card is romance angels are helping you. So yeah, uh, speak to your angels and guides about whatever's kind of on your mind, whether it's relationship, healing from one, or trying to exit one, or want a new partner, or finding your soulmate, or whatever. We tend to forget our angels and guides are always around us, and we need to ask for help because they cannot intervene and give us the assistance we need without us, us asking, because it's a free will universe and they cannot intervene unless we're in it's like an emergency. Like if you're walking and you're just about to walk out into the road, like angels and stuff can help you like that. But for other stuff, they're just there to kind of let you play out the game, she would say. But yeah, ask your angels and guides to help you with anything that is bothering you romantically at this time. The next card is let go of fear now. So yeah, want to try to let go of fear. It's not easy, man. But our fear is what keeps us held back. Because if we didn't have fear, we would be operating on a totally different level. Like if you didn't fear anything, where would you be? Or how would your life be different if you didn't have the fears that you had? Would be very interesting, right? So it's about trying to imagine that because you can call it into reality. Um, it takes work, man. It's not like I ain't no guru or saint, but it's just like yeah, you start learning on tricks and stuff on the journey that can help. Yeah, should we say? I'm not trying to go too deep into it, but yeah, let go of your fear, man. Your fear is holding you back from being the best version of yourself. The next card is spend more time outdoors. So yeah, right now is a good time to stay grounded. It's the full new moon, so the energy is just going to be. The energy is intense, man. I was literally outside earlier, like grounding, like sitting near a tree, listening to a podcast and stuff. And it's like, yeah, it makes such a difference, man. It's like they're like people that, like some people ain't touched ground or been in nature for a very long time. I'm like, I don't know how you lot are coping, man, because you're not feeling that. You are not. Don't tell me you're not feeling what's going on, because this shit is heavy and mad. Um, so yeah, try to spend more time outdoors, connect with nature, ground. Um, I've been buying new plants and stuff, or trying to look after them, but yeah, them cuttings ain't doing too good. I tried to grow lavender, but lavender, I don't know. Yeah, it was doing alright in the water, and then I put it in soil and it just died. So I need to actually get rid of them. But yeah, spend more time outdoors. Get some more houseplants as well. That might help as well. But yeah, right now is a good time to go outdoors and ground because one, it's a new moon, and when it comes to a new moon or full moon, the energy gets intense. Some of you may be having like sleepless nights. Um, be mindful right there because when there's a new moon or full moon, emotions run high, so there's a lot more mad people and things are energetically charged right now. So be mindful. The next card is it is time to leave this unhealthy situation. So there's this unhealthy situation that is no longer serving you that you kind of need to let go of. So that might be people, places, or things. Um, or if you don't know, kind of evaluate. Take a step back and say, okay, what is not working in my life right now? And where you're going against the grain, if that makes sense. Some of it may be addiction. Some of you may be smoking or drinking a bit too much. But remember, like it's okay to have a little crutch, but try not to get too reliant on the crutch. Yeah, it's okay to indulge, right? It's about the balance, though. See what I'm saying? Yeah, it's about the balance. Um, but if you're overdoing it, overeating, smoking, or drinking, and that's what you need to get through at this time, that's also okay. Everything is okay. It's like, oh yeah, us putting labels on things that makes it more of a problem. If that makes sense. Not say like, yeah, you got to know when it's a problem for you, and then kind of act on it. The next card is lean on God and the angels for support. So that's just like confirmation or clarification about asking God and the angels for help with whatever situation you're in that you're struggling with. Like if it's healing, speaking, self-expressing, whether it's forgiving, accepting, letting things go, confidence. I don't know. Your angels and guides can help you with that. Uh, yeah, they can help you with that. So it's about you asking. Ask and thou shalt receive. I do actually want to read the holy books though, like the Bible and the Quran. But it's like once you get to a kind of certain level, I know everything's all one anyway. So it doesn't. All roads lead home. So whether you're Christian, Muslim, Jewish, it doesn't really matter because that direction is gonna lead you to where we're all gonna end up anyway. So it's like whatever. Yeah, let's do Archangel Raphael. See what he's saying. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna spend on this because my energy's kind of waning. Energy's waning fast, y'all. But just pardon me. Just come to show a bit of love and check in because I ain't checked in. It's been a few months, definitely been a few months, I think. So it's like, yeah, I've been trying to be mindful of my energy. Alright, the first card that come out is hydration. Make sure you guys are staying hydrated during this time. Emotion is going to be running high as well because it's a new moon. So emotions are like a water element, so they're going to be all over the place. And the water gets affected by the moon. I think the tide dive goes out or comes in, one or the other. So remember to stay hydrated. You can add some electrolytes to your water, some lemon, watermelon's good, and getting your water from fruit is really good. What I started noticing as well. It's like, yeah, sometimes I'm drinking water and it's not hydrating me. Just like when I have some watermelon or something, I'm hydrated more, if that makes sense. So remember to stay hydrated. The next card is use your natural healing abilities. So some of you are doing Reiki and you don't even know it. Like if you're ever just sitting there and your hands just start getting really hot, that means that the energy is channeling through you, and then you can direct that energy to where it needs to go. So you can heal yourself and you can heal others without you even knowing it. So you might want to check out a Reiki course or some kind of healing course. The next card is expect a miracle. So you've got a miracle on the way, or just be open to miracles. When you start noticing the small miracles, you start seeing the bigger miracles unfold, right? And like I was saying about the some of you are healers and don't even know it. Like the angel is channeling healing energy into the patient, should we say, or the person who's not well, and so you can basically do the same, just to let you guys know. So some of you may want to definitely check out a Reiki course. I would say definitely do that. The next card is consult a nutritionist. So that's just basically saying to be mindful of what you're eating. Some of you can check out a nutrition course, but yeah, you want to start eat. Not you don't want to start. It's up to you, whatever. Because I was watching something. It was basically saying, oh, as long as you're eating natural, organic food, whether it's you're vegan, vegetarian, or carnivore, everything is getting grown by the source, the light, right? So everything is getting the codes, whether it's meat, vegetables, or fish or whatever, the codes are already there. So whatever we're eating, we're getting coded. But some things will take longer to break down in the body. So if you're vegetarian or vegan, the body's gonna not function better. You just gotta just find what's good for your body, innit? If you're a meat eater, vegetarian or whatever, just find what's good for your body. But just be mindful about what you're putting in your body at this time. The next card is ask your body for a message. So your body will give you messages, and it's about the more in tune with your body you are, the more you kind of understand. Because I'm starting to get more into the body. Like I was talking about, working on the lower three chakras. The lower three chakras is more the physical realm, and it gets you more into the body. So instead of being up here in the higher chakras and stuff, the lower chakras gets you more into the body. So I've been doing a lot more body work, should we say. And the more in tune you are with your body, you'll start knowing when you're tired, when you're hungry, when something's feeling off, you know, because you're listening to your body. Your body's always giving you signs, but it's like, are you paying attention to them? Are you tuned into your body and listening to what your body's trying to tell you, or are you just on autopilot mode, just charging forward? So yeah, ask your body for a message, and your body will give you signs. Like for me, I hold um, tension in my shoulders and jaw, right? So my shoulders are usually up like that, and I clench my teeth, right? So I've been mindful to kind of shake off the shoulders and create space in the shoulders because I hold a lot of weight on them. So I'm trying to loosen that weight up, if that makes sense, and get the energy flowing. All right. The next card is relationships. So yeah, relationships, they're going to be shifting and changing. Um, when something ends, there will be a new beginning, and it's just a lot. Whatever's meant to leave your life is meant to. What's the word? Whatever's meant to be in your life will be in your life, basically, right? What? Oh, I got two. Nice. Things come and things go, but it's us that's getting attached to it. And usually, the things that leave weren't much benefit to us anyway, but it's us getting attached to that, which kind of sucks, right? Um, so things are going to be changing relationship wise, and as the energy continues, like the it's the awakening, right? So um, the truth is coming to light. So whatever isn't real and organic is going to be tested. So you may start finding that you're not resonating with your partner no more. You're not resonating with certain family members. It's because they're just on a different wave to you, and the true colors are showing. And we're learning. Well, yeah, for me anyway, learning to set boundaries, communicate clearly, um, yeah, and stuff like that, right? And it's not easy. It's not easy when you've been programmed a certain way. Trying to go against the program, the body is naturally going to fight it. And like, say for instance, like even setting boundaries with family members and stuff, it's yeah, it's challenging. It's challenging, and it's like, but that's just one aspect. I'm just saying that um, things getting tested. Like when you start changing, when your vibration and things start changing, right? People will start looking at you differently. So, say for instance, I don't know, just using this as an example, in your household, um, you're the helper and you're always trying to help other people. Yeah, when you start doing the inner work and stuff, you're gonna start prioritizing yourself. So you're gonna be helping people less, and people start noticing in that. Yeah, I'm just using that as an example. So family members like, oh, you can't help me, and then you say, no, I've got. You may have to make an excuse or whatever, but it's like, oh, and they're gonna be like, oh, but you always, yeah, but I'm changing. Yeah, I'm not stuck. Some people are gonna be stuck. The people that don't want to change and evolve are gonna be feeling it the most. Yeah, because the pressure is increasing. Like, haven't you noticed that? I don't know. You've got more of your things coming to the surface, like to push you forward. Like your trauma may be coming up, your boundaries may be getting tested, your the things just coming up to just push you to the next level is what's been happening for me anyway. But if you're on the journey, you'll probably start resonating with that anyway, like just getting tested and stuff. It's to propel us forward for the next. I don't know what's going on, but yes, it's to propel us forward, and we're shedding. Last year was the year of the snake, so a lot of shedding, um, the ego. But for them people that ain't had an ego death yet, or a dark night of the soul, yeah, they have no idea. Right, I think I'll be on there. I'll be on there an hour. Why not? Mm, yeah, I'll be on there an hour. But the energy is, yeah, it's interesting, man. It's interesting. um, 44, 44 on the clock. So some of you may be seeing repeating numbers as well. Um, And always, the universe is always trying to send you signs. Be open to them. So I don't know if you see. Uh, I need to check that out. A robin and a blue tit, I think they're called. That animals have different. Like the universe is always trying to send you signs, actually. So just if you're seeing repeated numbers, or I don't know, you might see a what's it called? I saw a dragonfly the other week. Actually, I need to see the meaning of a dragonfly because everything has a meaning behind it. And it's like, yeah, this dragonfly was dead and it was just laid out on the floor. And I was like, oh, that's weird. And it was quite big, man. It was like that. I was like, wow. It's like, okay. So you may want to Google some of the signs that you get. Like, I don't know, see the spider. If you ain't seen the spider in a long time, it's like it's got certain meaning behind it. But alright, let's crack on. So this is what you need to release during this time. What insight have you got for the collective? What insight have you got for the collective? Cool. The first card that come out is surrender to non-action. So you don't want to react to stuff. You want to be coming from like a neutral place, should we say, and just let things unfold and not get attached to them. Obviously, if there needs to be action, you need to take action, but kind of go with the flow and let things unfold, right? The next card is surrender to the wisdom of your body. That's basically saying tune into your body, and that come out in the last cards as well, I think. Yeah, be tuning into your body because your body's always trying to tell you signs and give you signs and messages, but if you're not open to them, or kind of not disconnected, somewhat disconnected, yeah, because yeah, disconnected from them for a long time. So it's about trying to reconnect with your emotions and your body, yeah. And you ever had that time where, well, you might have, some of you might have had that feeling where it's like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't do that. And then you went and done it and it turned out bad. That's because you didn't listen to your body. Oh, I need to check this out. Yeah, had that time where your body was telling, you had that feeling where you was like, oh, I shouldn't do that. And you went and done it anyway and it turned out bad. Yeah, that's your body because you didn't listen to your body. The next card is surrender to the beauty of the natural world. So going out, getting into nature, going out and grounding, connecting with Gaia. The more connected with Gaia you are, the more easily you'll flow through the turmoil of the 3D realm. The more disconnected you are from Gaia and nature, the more you're going to feel it. Yeah, especially if you're an earth side as well. Because if you're an earth side, you're going to be in your head a lot. No, you're not head a lot. Sorry, that was for the air signs. If you're, it's beneficial for the earth side, the air signs, because the air signs are all in the head, so they need to go out and ground. But if you're an earth sign, you're naturally connected to Gaia, so you need to go out and recharge. You get recharged from Gaia. Whereas air signs um, are too much in the mind. All right. The next card is surrender your ego. So yeah, everyone's having lessons to break the ego down, and it's like it's a bit hard, man. Once you get to a certain level, you kind of, it's more like I'm kind of observing my ego, yeah. So you want to kind of not get too attached and observe what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you're experiencing. You want to observe it because it's an experience. Where it's you labeling it good or bad, that makes it good or bad because it's just an experience. It's a part of the human experience to experience. Yeah. If you're not experiencing, then you're not really learning much. And we learn and grow from relationships, whether they're platonic or romantic. We're going to grow from them, and you grow from romantic relationships largely because the other person will bring up stuff in you and you'll bring up stuff in them, and then it's about sifting through it and working through it or whatever. That's one thing that's been coming up as well. Karmic relationships, they're not all bad. The karmic relationships that come into your life is to help burn up the karma faster, right? Whatever lessons you had with that person in the previous lifetime, that is just coming back into this lifetime to get sorted out. So um, obviously you've got to be mindful as long as like you're not physically getting hurt or anything, or no abuse and that, right? Um, yeah, to uh, to learn from the relationship, if that makes sense. Um, but yeah, karmic relationship, people think, oh yeah, it's a karmic, like the looking at it from the like from the eagle's point of view, like the higher perspective, should we say, that them relationships, as toxic as they are, as addictive as they are, and as fun as they are, or as dangerous as they are, there's a lot to learn in them. As long, if that makes sense, like on a soul level, it's like it's speeding up your spiritual growth, if that makes sense. Because if you're just, I don't know, what's the word? I'll just use the 3D as an example. You know, back in the, I don't know, 80s or whatever, they're saying, oh yeah, you got to get the house, car, wife, and then kids and stuff. And some people followed that agenda and got married, and some in a religious thing, oh, once you get married, you can't really like break up and that. So they've spent a whole lifetime with someone. Not all cases, but a good few cases, they get with someone, they get married, and then after a few years, they don't like them, but they can't leave them because they're married, right? And it's like things grow, evolve, and change, right? So if you're growing and evolving in that relationship, that's cool, that's great. But if you're just doing the day to day stuff, it's like none of yous are growing, if that makes sense. So we learn from relationships. Yeah, for sure. The next card is surrender to rest and sleep. So that's another confirmation of listening to the body, right? Today I actually had a nap. Yeah, I had a nap, fam. And it felt fucking good because usually I don't nap. Even I was talking to my cousin, and she said she's always napping, and this was like in 2018 and stuff. It's like nap. Never heard of a nap in my life. Like nap, rest. What do you mean? Listen, once you start appreciating, start getting more connected to the body and stuff, it's like starting to listen more. It's like, yeah, dude, I am tired. I am going to go and lay down, fam. Not fight it. Trying to sometimes being. It's about the balance once again. And I was just listening to something. It's like you can have a lot of action, be active, but you need to have rest because it's balance. You can't be doing, and no rest because you burn out, or you can't be resting with no action because there's no balance. No, there's nothing going to be happening if you're not taking action. So it's about the balance. So learning how to rest is very important, man. It's like, yeah, I'm tired, I'm gonna lay down, nap, um, and yeah, sometimes it's about giving yourself permission to nap or rest. It's like, yeah, you deserve it. Yeah, you like everyone's journey is different, in it, and it's about not feeling guilty for how you feel. So it's like, oh yeah, being productive. Some people are productive at work. Some people are productive, I don't know, creative, creativity, or creatively, should we say? And it's like, yeah, but there still needs to be balance with resting. You know, you can't just keep going. Well, that's how the system wants you to do. Just keep going till you burn yourself out. But it's like, yeah, way above that now, man. We're in a different place, man. So it's about tuning in and listening to the body more. The next card is surrender to passion. So whatever you're passionate about, do more of that. Yeah. Um, yeah, do more of that. And when you're doing something that you're passionate about, you get that kind of inner fire going and stimulating the sacral chakra, the life force energy, and then you're letting that flow through you. When you're letting your creative and passion flow through you, you're letting the universe flow through you. And when you're doing that unrestrictedly, then you can create universes, if that makes sense. Whatever. Yeah, you guys just do your thing, just flow. Yeah, just flow. They're just things just flow through me, and that's how you want to be with life. You want to let things flow through you unrestricted. The next card is surrender to denial. So stop denying things and making excuses. Things will present themselves exactly as they are. Some of you are being blinded by a situation, or not seeing the situation clearly. The next card is surrender to success. That's the second time this has come out. Um, some of you may be doing mirror work, or something is being reflected back to you. Some of you may be in a relationship and it's whatever is, yeah, something's being reflected back to you, and some of you may not be seeing that. But remember, success is different for everybody. Yeah, so your success might be getting out of bed and brushing your teeth. Yeah, or someone's success being successful is getting a house and car. Everyone's journey is different. Everyone's got different goals and stuff. But just because your goals are different to someone else doesn't mean you're not successful. It's just your success is different. Yeah, stay with me, gang. And then the last card is surrender resentment. So you want to let go of resentment, because resentment is keeping us stuck. Yeah, you need to accept and learn to forgive and learn to let go and not harbor stuff. Um, some of you really need to ground as well, man. There's a lot of red. Yeah, some of you may feel like maybe feeling like you're floating or getting like a leaf in the wind, not grounded. Yeah, so go make sure you're going out and ground. Yeah, um, but yeah, you need to let go of resentment because yeah, it's holding you back. And also, what may be coming up, I don't know, for the collective, I don't know, it's coming up for me, is the Marva, the mother and father wound may be coming up in the collective because it's coming up for me. So I'm working through some of that stuff, and paying more attention to my inner child and inner teenager to see who needs more attention or who is kind of crying out, and paying more attention to my inner critic, because our inner critic's not even us most of the time. It's our upbringing and surroundings and stuff. So it's like, oh yeah, you got to keep going. You can't have rest, or I don't know, love is earned and stuff like that. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I'm just rambling. Um, but when you're, yeah, so it's about paying attention to the inner family members, you would say, the inner child or inner teenager, to see who needs attention more, and then nurture them is what's been coming up for me. So yeah, it's interesting to see what's popping with these energies, man, because these energies right now is just insane. Yeah, I'm just trying to ride the wave. Well, I hope everyone's taking good care of themselves, um, and just doing what you can, man. Wherever you're at is exactly where you're meant to be, and that's okay. So you just need to ride it out, and we're all in this together. And remember, wherever you're at on your journey as well, this too shall pass. So if you're having like in a tough place, it will pass. And if you're in a good place, um, enjoy that, enjoy that, and be grateful, because that too shall pass as well. Nothing is in this universe is set. Yeah. So you guys some blessings, peace, love, light. But yeah, so yeah, it's going to be interesting. We're already 5 months into 2026. Time is literally dissolving as well, because in reality there is no time. But yeah, it's dissolving. It's like the days and weeks and that just merging into each other for me. It's just like whoa. So yeah, trying to stay grounded is important. It's like whoa. It's like yeah. But sometimes I've got to check. It's like yeah, what? Like my calendar up there literally says April. So it's like oh, okay, I need to change that. It's like yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. This whole human experience is just very interesting, isn't it? But anyway, gang, I'm gonna love you guys and leave yous, and I'm gonna check in when I can, because I'm being mindful of my energy and disconnecting from social media a bit and that. But yeah, hope you guys are taking good care of yourselves, gang. Sending you all blessings, peace, love, and light. Um, yeah, and I'm gonna hit you guys up real soon. Peace, love, and